Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Real Reds Talk, the authentic football fan channel made in Manchester. This is your breaking news show. We're going to do a Dortmund review. We're going to talk about the game last night, the positives, the negatives, individual performances as a collective, Dortmund as a team. What did we think about them as well? The goals involved, everything, absolutely everything. We're going to talk about that. The Adidas mega deal. Manchester United just signed a new deal with them for the next 10 years. Supposed to be the biggest in the Premier League. We'll touch on that. And United are going to make a decision very, very shortly on Mason Greenwood. So I want to talk about that as well. So as always, you know exactly what I'm going to say. Make sure you are getting involved in the comment section. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to Real Red Talk if you haven't already done that. Now, the Dortmund game. Let's just kick things off straight off the bat. I don't even know where to start with this. Do we start with individuals? Do you go to collective? Do you go to negatives, positives? I don't know. It was a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. The first half, I thought Palestri was probably the standout player. We've always spoken on this channel about Palestri and why he's not got more minutes, because anytime he's come on the pitch, he's always... That sounds weird, that, doesn't it? Anytime he's come on... Anyway, anytime he's played on the pitch, he's always looked decent. He's always got bags of energy, always runs at his man. He's always like creating chances. It looked like a thorn in their side yesterday, and he was not the only one, but he was the standout one who was full of confidence. Let's just say that. I thought Donny and Sancho looked tidy in possession. Sancho's an interesting one because obviously he's been here for a couple of years now. We bought him for a big price tag, £72 million, and it's time now to start hitting that level that we saw at Dortmund, ironically. And he kind of did. He didn't hit that level last night, but you got to think he was playing as a false nine. I mean, I don't think he's ever played in that position before. He looked decent. He was linking up play. Nice touches on the ball. Looks sharp. Looks a lot quicker as well, which is fantastic. Donny as well. Look, I know it's pre-season, so I'll try not to get carried away too much, because I know I've done this before where, you know, we win every game in pre-season and then we lost the first two games against Brentford and Brighton. So I know not to get too much ahead of myself. I liked some cameos. I thought them in particular. I'd say Sancho, Donny, Palestra, Dallo. But maybe that was just because of the goal was an absolute peach, wasn't it? Absolute beautiful goal. The first one, top right corner. So I was happy with that. The lad Horson on the right hand side, I think he usually plays on the left, but he was on the right. Palestra was on the left, which I thought was interesting. But they took him off. He would have been absolutely gutted, but you could see that he was getting heated with their left back. Was it Wolf, their left back? I can't remember the name of him, because Guerrero's not there anymore, is he? So that was getting a little bit heated, and you could see he was getting a bit annoyed and frustrated, and he was kind of pushing him about and stuff. So you kind of see a red card coming, couldn't you? So I don't blame Ten Hag for taking him off, to be honest. I would have done the same thing, because if Forson goes off in that moment, then it changes the way what you're trying to integrate your team and philosophy and the style. You know what I mean? If you go down to 10, because it's already happened in the other youth team. So it affects your progress then. So obviously Ten Hag saw it. He probably had that Dango tackle in the back of his head and just thought, nah, I'm going to have to take him off here. In general, the first half, very good. Dominated for 40 minutes of play. But then some sloppy defending and a couple of mistakes in the first half was just like, and you basically give him the goals. 2 goals from Malen within a minute, quick succession. Dortmund did nothing in that first half. Did absolutely nothing. And one thing I'll say as well about the team in the first half, I am not a fan of Brandon Williams. I don't care if he's from Manchester. I don't care, you know, academy project. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But he had an attitude. He was making mistakes. He dives in for the first goal and gets absolutely done. He's very one-footed. And he was moaning half the time. And it's like, it's all right if you're moaning, if you're showing an example to the rest of your team and you're moaning, that's absolutely fine. But he was just like whinging about loads of stuff. Like, mate, you want to focus on your own performance. Because you played, I've seen a couple of people saying last night that he played really well. I was like, I don't know what game you're watching, mate. I thought he was fucking terrible. Lindelof needs to do better as well on that second goal. He tries overplaying, tries cutting through the middle. The ball was just not on. He either should have gone to the wing back or should have just gone long. And of course, everything's easier in hindsight. But yeah, the first half was all right. 40 minutes was fine. And then, yeah, we go into the second, but I'll read out some comments before I do that. And, yeah, make sure you leave a like on the TikTok and YouTube if you haven't already, and subscribe to Real Red Stock. We're currently eight subscribers off 2,900. So if there's anyone new in the chat, you like football content, you enjoy this kind of stuff, Please do subscribe. And yeah, if you're in the TikTok, just click the link in the bio. I'm live over there in a minute. Let's read the chat. Let's see what geezers are in here. We've got Sam Prabhav in there dropping the little Nick emojis. How you doing, Nick? I'm very well, Prabhav. I hope you're good, mate. Thank you for joining us today. Brian Casey says, morning, Nick. Morning, everyone. Cosmos, Grey 100's in the chat saying, morning to you, Cosmos. I hope you're well. Boxing, Wan-Bissaka assisted the Dortmund winner. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof were at fault. Like, there was other people getting bollocked, which I'm definitely going to touch on, which is basically the name of the graphic and the title. But yeah, them two, I don't know, I didn't see much noise about them, even though they give the ball away multiple times. So, bit of a strange one. So yeah, we go into the second half. I think initially it's just Onana who comes on in it for 45 minutes. Makes a great save. Dortmund could have made it 3-1. And then he goes on to scream at Maguire, and that was kind of the talking point, wasn't it, from everybody. Evening from NZ, y'all. Big up to C-Fence. Welcome to the chat. New name, I haven't seen your name before, so welcome, mate. I was saying, yeah, Onana at Maguire. So obviously that's kind of the trending topic in it on Twitter and social media in a minute. That yes, great signing Onana, screaming at Maguire, and I get it because I like a commanding keeper. De Gea didn't really do that. He did it the odd time, and he's obviously brought a completely different style of play. I love Onana. I'm not just saying that I do, but the mistakes that were being made, I know Maguire was slightly at part for it, but it was the other ones around him. Like if I was Maguire, I would have been like Lindelof give the ball away in the first. I know Onana wasn't in the pitch in the first half, but like Lindelof give the ball away from that, and then Wan-Bissaka give the ball away for the other one. So yeah, I might have been, my position might have been out of place, but you want to bollock everybody else, mate. So I didn't want to be that one of them guys who just kind of jump on the trend and be like, haha, Maguire, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure he was getting booed last night as well. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. Was that just me? Because I felt like every time Maguire got the ball, it was I just said like a whoo. I was like, come on, man. Like I get it. We should probably sell Harry Maguire, but I never condone booing players, me personally. I just don't. Your place in the Cosmos says, yes, Brian. Sorry, I read that. Grace Sheridan says, do you think this 316 is bad defensively? Even City last season used 316, sorry. I was thinking like Stone Cold then. 316. Last season used 5 at the back. It's hard to judge a lot of things from pre-season. It's disjointed. It's chopping and changing. Like, that's why I don't like judging too much from it, to be honest. Brian saying, love Onana, giving out to Maguire. You want that from the keeper. I think him being out of possession was issue. He was out of position, Brian. Absolutely, I agree with that. It was, but I think it was Wan-Bissaka. I don't know what the fuck he's doing on that goal either, and Lindelof as well. Let's read out some. Oh shit! Let's read out some TikTok comments, shall we? Gary Lacey say, is Henderson going? I mean, it's in doubt in a minute, that move, because what do you call it? They're looking at another keeper, Steven something. Can't remember his name. Something on the lines of that. Let's have a look. What we're saying. Someone just called me Gark Moldbridge. Wow. City going to be favourites again. LFC. Oh God. It's all rival fans. TikTok. I don't get what it is. Box is saying, remember the idiot fans booing Vitek the other day because they thought it was Bishop. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't understand it. I really, really don't understand booing your own players. Like, what are you gonna gather from that? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Now, we're going to the second half. The team that comes on, well, eventually, like the 55th or 60th minute, the first team you think are going to play your Lissandros, your Rashfords, your Mason Mounts, Bruno, Casemiro. Casemiro looked pretty sharp. Sometimes takes a little bit of getting up to speed, like he was off on certain bits, but his passing is unbelievable. Creativity from the middle of the park. You can see what Mount's going to offer. Mount and Bruno together, tenacious, great in the press. Rashford was a little bit off. I don't think he's had a great preseason. Rashford, just in my personal opinion, I don't think it's been amazing. Not like I'm worried again because it is preseason, but yeah, I expect. Has he scored this preseason? Rashford. I'm trying to think. I can't remember a goal that he scored. But yeah, Rashford was all right. Nothing to shout about. Trying to think who started. Hugo came on, didn't he, at some point? He had a massive chance. Bruno fed him. Probably should have took that round the keeper and finished it. But yeah, it was just disjointed. You could tell the quality went up in the second half, but again, like, not taking your chances. If we go into a Premier League season like that, it's obvious we need Højlund in it. It's absolutely obvious we need that striker to come in as soon as possible, mate. Because I was watching chances last night, and I was thinking, if Højlund was there, if we had a a penalty box striker who can sniff out that kind of danger, it'd be perfect for him. It'd be absolutely perfect. But yeah, obviously we can't. He wasn't going to play in that game last night anyway. It was probably looking at Dublin or Old Trafford. So excited to get a striker in because my God, we need it. And I don't like Rashford as a number 9. I only like him as a number 9 in certain games, like when you're playing Arsenal or Liverpool. Any team in the high line, Rashford seems to suit that. So overall, Eric Ten Hag even said it himself. It was a poor performance. They didn't follow the rules at all. Not in pressing, not in building up, or when attacking. There were 11 individuals on the pitch. That wasn't good at all. And it's weird because when you look at the Arsenal game, I thought the Arsenal game looked really, really good. The pressing was compact. We was really good on the ball, took our chances. And then the Madrid game is a little bit worrying. I think the Mainu thing kind of set the tone for that. He goes off injured. You have to switch up a little bit. Eriksen comes on. Your plan changes slightly. Madrid get a goal, and then you're like, yeah, you're always kind of fighting to get back into the game. So that Madrid one was a weird one. So I thought this one, against decent opposition. Dortmund are an exciting team. But the first half, we was all over him. It was all over him. And individual errors basically give Dortmund that game. And we can't do that because we've done that in previous games before. And it's something that needs to be kind of ironed out. It's a little bit annoying. Brian's saying Zion Suzuki talk seems to have gone quiet. Yeah, he wants to stay at Urawa Reds, is that the name? For the Olympics, I think. That was kind of the rumours going around. And then I don't know if you can then buy him and then maybe loan him back so he gets game time to play at the Olympics. Maybe they could do something like that. I wouldn't be opposed to, what's his name? Kovar? Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to Kovar staying. Kovar, Heaton and Onana. I'd be absolutely fine with that. I think Heaton as well is a little bit underrated, to be honest with you. Again, pre-season, but I think it's actually been all right pre-season. I don't get why he didn't get more game time last season. You've seen that David De Gea just played every single game. And that through ball to Rashford from Casemiro, yeah, gorgeous. Shreya saying Palestri needs to play more, of course. Box saying Hugo, Emeran, Fernandes, Sancho, Van der Beek, Anthony, Dalot, Gerardo, and the pre-season scorers so far in 6 games. Yeah, interesting. Only a couple of first-team players there, isn't there? Sancho, Fernandes, Anthony, and Dalot. Yeah. It happens all the time. What happens all the time? I still believe we're going to struggle for goals on the right-hand side. Yeah, Anthony, can I have a shout-out, Josh, please? Big up to Josh Kushkan. I still believe we're going to struggle for goals on the right-hand side, says Bradley. Yeah, I don't know. Anthony needs to step it up this season, doesn't he? But he's got competition at the same time. He's got Ahmad. He's got Palestre who will be pushing for them spots. So, look, if he's not putting in the goals, he obviously offers something significant off the ball and on it in terms of, from a tactical perspective for Ten Hag. But, yeah, he needs to kick it up a gear this season because he can't be flip-flopping for this next season because the price tag is going to weigh heavy on him, essentially. Maguire is still in United because he's British. With all the havoc he's done, he won't even make Everton. I think he'd be a good player for Everton. Call me controversial. I think Maguire would be a good player in a certain system. I do. MUFC forever, says Wayne. Yeah, keep getting your comments in. People say Mark Goldbridge wannabe. That's absolutely fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But you're watching the stream, so what does that make you? In a week's time versus Lens, Bilbao, I expect more polished performances. Well, I hope so, because you don't want to be going into the start of the Premier League season, do you, with performances like that? I mean, I know we play Wolves in the first game, but they can be dangerous on the transition when they want. And they've got good players, so. C-Fan says Anthony has one move and he can't even keep it on target. Frustrating. Brian Casey says maybe in the opening Carabao Cup fixture Shreyas. And then Box says Maguire would be an upgrade on Diego Sanchez. Oh, I'm with you, yeah. Spurs. He would. I think in a certain system, Maguire would suit it. People just don't want to say it because he's been so poor for us. But it's been poor for us because the way Ten Hag wants to play with that high line, he hasn't got the mobility. It just doesn't suit him. You put him in the back 5, I actually don't think it'd be that bad. To be honest with you, but yeah, people just want to jump on Maguire's back for whatever reason. So yeah, and look, we've got 2 more games now left, haven't we? Is it on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday? I'm not sure what team's going to play when, because obviously there's a fixture at Old Trafford. I don't know if he's going to play a reserve team there and then the main team in Dublin. I have no idea, so we'll see what happens with that. Definitely need better performances going into them ones, just to take a bit of positivity in the Premier League. start the Premier League off with a bang, because last season we lost 2 and we were near bottom of the table. It was like, oh, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, absolutely. Whoever put that comment in before, we need to start the next 2 games at the weekend. In performance needs to be much better. Absolutely. I want to talk, before I talk about that, let me get this bottle of water. Throat's dry as fuck, man. Give me a sec. Oh, it's better. This cat's just popped out the curtain. Hello? You okay? It's great timing. Thanks, mate. And read out a few more. Shah Sam says, I said this and I'm saying it again. A fit Donny van der Beek is Eric. I'll tell you what, Shah Sam, I'll give you this. You have backed him to the earth and back, mate. Donny van der Beek, you have. So if he does come to fruition and he does start getting regular game time in the team, I will be shouting your name out for the foreseeable, because you have backed him more than anyone. I'll give you that. I said it on the start of the stream. I thought him and Sancho were pretty tidy in possession, and that's great. But then when the Premier League kicks off, you've got that intensity, physicality. I don't think it suits him, but I'm willing to be proved wrong, because I like Donny. I actually like him, to be fair. Your place in the Cosmos says he was poor for Ollie too, to be honest. Shah Sam says, oh no, sorry about that. Was anyone talking about McTominay starting the game as captain? McTominay hides, mate. He's still doing the exact same thing. He hides. Watch the difference when Casemiro comes on. If we manage to get fucking 45 million or whatever it is for McTominay, I think that's an absolute steal. I do. I don't rate him at all. Really don't. Your place in the Cosmos says Ericsson looked pissed off when being interviewed by another channel I don't want to mention. Oh, interesting. Did I? Mention it if you want. I didn't see it personally, but that is interesting. But yeah, keep getting your comments in. Keep leaving a like on the video and subscribe to Real Reds Talk. If you're on the TikTok, click the link in the bio. I'm live on there right now. Adidas, new deal. United's got a 10-year agreement with Adidas, said to be the biggest in Premier League history, worth £900 million. The deal is worth £90 million per season, a significant increase on the current deal, and United have secured certainty around their biggest source of revenue for the next decade. My question is, how much do the Glazers take from this? A genuine question. I'm not even just like, because if it's 90 per season, do they get a cut of that now? Would that have any effect on if they was going to sell the club or not? I don't know financials. Maybe we need to get someone on the channel to discuss that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see that. What about the kits? And you know what? I'm going to put a poll out. Let's have a look. Right. So I need to end this poll, actually. I put a poll up at the start of the show saying, is Onana the boss? Yes, and then yes with exclamation marks. And people have gone with yes. Well, thank you for that. Let me just pop up a different one. So, do you prefer Adidas or Nike kits? See what people are saying. And again, people in the TikTok, please do get involved. Let me know, because a couple of lads on the channel aren't happy about this new Adidas deal. I think since 2014, was that when we had the Nike deal just before Van Gaal, was it? I think that's when the Nike deal ran out, and then we've been with Adidas for about 8-9 years now, I think. And for the past 8-9 years, I think the kits have been shit. Honestly, I think the Chevrolet sponsor was awful. But I think the kits for the past 8-9 years have been terrible. There's been a few all right ones that the ones this season are okay, but there's been a couple of them where I've just been like not a fan of at all. So I would have preferred to go back to Nike. Like I like this one, which you can't see on the TikTok, but obviously the 2008 Champions League one. Oh fuck's sake, man! Why does that phone keep falling? Stay there. Yeah, I was a fan of the Nike ones. I thought it was time to switch it up. But obviously, the money that's being offered on the table, United couldn't resist, and it was like, yeah, 90 million a year, 900 million for a 10-year agreement. So that's us having Adidas kits, probably shit kits for the next 10 years, to be honest with you. I mean, I would have just switched up to anything, just to have a different kind of fucking thing. There's been a lot of criticism about the kits this season, even though the red one's quite nice. I don't mind it. The away one, I've been back and forth on it. I saw Onana in the zip-up jacket, and I thought that was quite nice. And then you look at it on the pitch, and it looks like a bit like a humbug sweet or toothpaste, I've heard, or a barcode, as Steve Fence just mentioned there. I mean, you could have done the old retro Umbro kind of style, but I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't even know if Umbro was still going, to be honest with you. So I would have liked it to be switched up, but they haven't gone for it, have they, clearly? Adidas, I like the classic looking. The classic ones are fine. If you go back to the 90s and you're going to do it in that style, that's absolutely great. Yeah. Bring them on, mate. Absolutely. But the Adidas ones recently, they've been shite. Absolutely shite. It's like we always joke on the channel and say like it's like they give us a junior designer. Because we always get done. You look at Madrid's kits. Madrid never miss ever. They always have fantastic looking kits. Look at the kit this season. One of the best ones in Europe. It's gorgeous. And usually Arsenal get nice ones, as much as it kills me to say. I know the green one this year looks like a salamander's just done his business everywhere. But yeah, we always get done dirty with kits. And United being probably the biggest brand in football, it's a strange one. It's a strange one. Sponsors have played a massive part in the kits being horrible, says Brian. Your piece in the Cosmos says 100% Brian, completely agree. Nike should stick to basketball. Nike, Sam McCabe says, oh man, Umbro and Sharp, what a combo. The best combo. The best combo. It's like gravy on a roast dinner. Butter and bread. C-Fence says our away kit looks like a barcode. Bring back the Cantona pop collar. A lot of people shouting for the retros. Boxing should have made a green and gold kit. Like this one here. Beautiful. They'd never make it. They'd never sanction. The Glazers would never sanction a green and gold kit, would they? Let's be honest. They'd send it over and like, no, we're not having that because they know exactly what it represents. So. Can I have a shout out? Says Josh. I want to give you a shout out. Cheese String says, imagine if a meteor just flew through his ceiling and hit him on the head live. I don't know if you're wishing for that or just describing a situation. Can't lie, Puma kits are nice. Who's with Puma? Are AC Milan with Puma? I feel like AC Milan are with Puma. Dortmund was with Puma, weren't they? I don't know if they're still with Puma. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Puma kits, to be honest. Green kit going to grow on people. I can see it in classic foot. I said that, Brad. I said that. I can see that in 10 years' time, 15 years' time. People wearing it around the northern quarter. Like a retro jersey. I'm telling you. Adidas, Nike. A lot of people saying Nike. Cheese String, you're getting blocked, mate. You're just putting daft stuff. You absolute idiot. Let me block you. It's in a bit. Why would you the people who just come on lives just to insult? Like, have you not got anything better to do in your day? Fuck me. No effect when the club is sold. Deal remains. I can see Ten Hag getting sacked. I don't know what you're watching. They take 10%. Oh, they take 10%. Is that legit? So they take 10% of. So they take 10 million a year, or just the 90 million. I'm guessing it's 10 million a year. Donny could be a great squad player. He's not a bad player. Ten Hag knows him well enough to keep him, in my opinion. Maybe, I don't know. It's touch and go with Donny. I think they might loan him out. If he does well, then I don't know. McTominay's a striker. Why we played him centre mid so long doesn't make sense. Look at him for Scotland. We need to sell McTominay. Thoughts on Højlund? I like him. Hybrid striker. Can play into feet. Great in the transition. Will bring a different dynamic to Manchester United. We'll actually have a striker who will get in the box and score goals. And people will talk about, he's only scored 9 goals. And rightfully so. He's only scored 44 senior goals, I believe. But he is a raw talent. I think what was it, the record that he had? In terms of his conversion, it's right up there. I think it's the first player of his age to score a certain amount of goals in Italy. Something along the lines of that. He's promising. He's obviously raw. But Eric Ten Hag was pushing him, and he's pushing for him for a reason. So that's the only reason why. Why does it keep doing that, man? Jesus Christ. That's the reason why I back him, because Eric Ten Hag wants him. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Please do keep leaving a like on the video if you haven't already, by the way. People forget Højlund scored 9 goals in 20 starts. Exactly. When you put it like that, people will phrase it differently, and they'll start calling in the B-Tech Haaland and all this kind of stuff. You know what's going to happen. So it is what it is. I'm not too phased about that. I expect him to do well. I mean, he'll probably get, 12 to 15 goals a season, and then dovetailing with Rashford, or he'll be dovetailing with a certain forward who's... I'll just get into it. So Chris Wheeler reported something this morning saying Manchester United to decide Mason Greenwood's future before the start of the new Premier League season with the final decision now imminent. They want to make it before we start the Premier League, and we start the Premier League in 2 weeks? So within the next week, there'll be a decision made. I think they're going to keep him. I'm not even sure where he'd go on loan. There was certain links to Turkey, Spain, and Italy, I think it was. But then links have kind of gone quiet. I think we offered him to Atlanta in the deal for Højlund just to kind of loan him, so they've got like a young striker there. He can maybe rebuild his career over there. But then the news around loans have gone a little bit quiet at the minute, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with it. I think they're going to package this in the biggest way possible for PR, because one thing United are about is definitely money. So they'll be thinking, well, we've been paying this kid, I think it's like 70 grand a week for the past God knows how long, and just basically just throwing the money at him whilst this court case has been ongoing. Now he's kind of back, he's had a baby, and they're going to package it like he's a father now, he's a changed man. I could just see it in my head. I already know what's going to happen. I've always said personally, and again, look, if people are going to be idiots in the chat, I'll just block him. It sounds some sensible opinions, but I've always said, me personally, I won't support, even if he scores a goal in the Champions League final, like I won't back it, I won't support it, because I won't be singing his name. And I think that the away fans, when we go to certain games, will be giving him stick. Obviously, you know that for a fact. The home fans will be giving him stick as well. I think the home fans will be booing him. And also, not to mention as well, how long has this guy been off for? He's been off for like a year and a half, 2 years. Like, that's a lot of time to take out the Premier League. If you drop off by a 2% in the Prem, you're way off it. So if you have 18 months out, I just feel like he's not going to be up to speed. But I do think United are going to bring him back. I do. It's not Erik Ten Hag's decision, first and foremost. It's up to the club, what they want to do. So anyone who's saying like, Ten Hag wanted him back and they wanted to do it, it's the club's decision. They'll make the decision if they want to do it. I think he will come back. I'm not a fan of it personally. I won't be chanting his name. I know there will be other people, because the amount of disputes we've had online through the community or social media, like there's some people who want him back and they're willing to look past everything that's happened. I suppose not everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I just want to put my thoughts out there. Box is saying, my only worry with Højlund is having the onus of being the main centre forward at a club like United. It's a lot of pressure in it. There's a lot of pressure. If Brian's saying, if Højlund has a similar mentality to Garnacho, he'll do well. Confidence is everything. Box, what's Martial doing? Is he on tour? Is he even at Carrington? I saw Fred and Bailly there. He is training with the team, but then how many times have we heard that with Martial? I mean, to be honest, with Martial now, whatever period it is in the season, whether it's pre-season, we're getting into December fixtures or the end of the season, I just automatically assume he's injured because he can't stay fit. He's becoming like the next Phil Jones, isn't he? Unfortunately, he will become a meme because he's just never fit. You cannot rely on the guy. He's quality when he's on the pitch, but he's never on the pitch. So what good is that? You need consistency. I'd rather have a player who drops a 7 out of 10 every game or a 6 out of 10 every game, because they'll be available. Honestly, like Vegas was shit, but he was always available at least. Rooney played striker for us as a kid, and that was fine. Not saying Rasmussen knew Rooney, but he's older than Rooney. Rooney was special, though, wasn't he? Generational talent. I think they'll loan him out until his contract is up, let him leave for free. Benjamin says, please, can you upgrade your background? It'll improve your channel, especially your views. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm working on it. Don't worry about it. But it's still got some nice, beautiful kits here. Do you know what I mean? But I'll take your feedback. I appreciate it. Why don't Onana rage at Maguire? Because he was out of position. I don't know. I spoke about the Maguire thing at the start. I just feel like he was just butchering him. Like, the other, Wan-Bissaka gave the ball away. Lindelof gave the ball away in the first one. But Maguire was obviously the nearest to him, and he thought he's getting it in straight. And I love the confidence. I love that he's commanding from the back and he's demanding certain things. I've got no issue with that whatsoever. I just felt like, has anyone ever seen that video of there's like 3 lads in a car, and there's a guy that pulls up to the side of him, and he pulls down his window and he starts screaming at the guy in the back, and he's going, "What the fuck are you doing, you stupid piece of bacon?" And this guy's just like, "I'm not even driving, mate. What are you on about?" And I just felt that was a little like one of them situations where Maguire was partly a mistake, but Wan-Bissaka gave the ball away. So I don't know. It was a strange one. Kristen saying Harry needs to go ASAP. Darren saying wheels falling off already. 2 pre-season losses on the trot. Same old United. But again, I don't take too much from preseason. We won most of our games last year and then lost the first two. So I rarely look into it too much preseason. Honestly, I don't, because people make of it whatever they want. I'm not sure what's wrong with the background. Looks fine to me. I think it's all right. I mean, it does need upgrading slightly, but we're working on that behind the scenes, so I won't worry about that too much. But we've got the glorious kits, two of the best kits there. Well, you can't please everyone, can you? You can't please everyone. Please do, everyone, leave a like on the TikTok and check out Real Red Talk. I don't know how many subs we're on at the minute. We was on 2,892. We was 8 subs off 2,900. So if you haven't subscribed yet, like Andrew says there, do you do YouTube too? I'm live on YouTube now. So you click the link in the bio. Then, yeah, we're live every single day. 2 shows a day, roughly. Talk about news, transfers, live watch-alongs, other bits and pieces of content, analytical videos of new transfers like Amrabat, Zion Suzuki, all these kind of guys. And also, if you want to become a member as well, click the link in the description or click the join button next to the notification bell and become a part of the Real Red Ultra community. Andy saying, last night we were poor, but interesting to see us play with young centre-forward. Gakpo says, if you want to watch Onana rage versus Maguire, I'm not plugging you there, mate. Especially with a name like Gakpo. I like Gakpo, but he didn't sign for us, so no, I don't like him. He's an idiot. I did want him. Especially for that price tag as well, like 40 million or whatever it was. I'm going to be salty about it. The place in the Cosmos says Onana was helping out Ten Hag with making Maguire feel awkward. Yeah. I get it. People like it. You see the name Onana, screams at Maguire, you're like, yeah, fantastic. And that is what it is. It is what it is. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there, people. We'll be live later on, 7 o'clock show, as always. So make sure you come and join us for that. If anything breaks in between, I will obviously go live for it. Transfer news. I mean, the next transfer we're looking at is Amrabat. Make sure you check that Amrabat video out, by the way, on my TikTok. I did a video for the members, which is a very detailed one, but then I did a kind of 2-minute short, like analytics. It was like 2.5 minutes of what Amrabat could bring to Manchester United. So make sure you check that out. A lot of people enjoyed that. And a lot of people enjoyed the Kobe Manu one as well. So I want to do more stuff like that. Andrew Robert Shaw says, this backdrop looks better than TikTok, even though it's just reversed. Yeah, you see a bit more of it here, can't you? To be fair. So, yeah, thank you to Andrew. Thank you to everyone tuning in, getting involved in the chat. Not to the idiots who just basically trying to insult me, but that's fine. That's social media for it, I suppose, isn't it? So, yeah, have a lovely day, everyone. We'll see you later on at 7 o'clock. Big up. Peace. See you in a bit.